We're now into what they call the spring freshet, where the snowpack melts, the water enters the water course down through the river system and starts to drain through and fill the lakes back up. So we're now into that season with the warmer weathers and the warmer nights, and the snow's starting to melt. So the Ministry of Natural Resources is the lead agency in this. And back in March, when we started to meet with them to review the spring conditions, the first thing they do on a year-round basis, once the snow gets here, is they measure the water content in the snow, because that's key. We need to know how much water is actually in the snow, so when it melts, we'll know how much water enters the lake. Then the MNR proceeds to start to lower the lakes down to the level that they feel is appropriate to absorb the water that's coming into the system. What we do here with the Town of Huntsville, through our emergency planning group, is we monitor the flows coming down the Big East River. There's a point up there at Williamsport Bridge where there's a water monitoring station and monitors the amount of water passing, and we know that when those rise, what happens into town and when we get into flood situations. So far we're not seeing any indications. The levels are rising, the water flow volume is increasing, but it's not at the stage where it's causing us any safety concerns at this time.
And do you think, or do you predict, just based on the winter we've had, or has the MNR made a prediction as to what we can expect? I mean, you have to make those sort of predictions to prepare, correct?
We make those predictions and we look at the weather. That's the key indicator, is the weather. Will it get cold at night? And if it gets cold at night, it slows the water flows down and gives a chance for the water to go through the system, and how much additional precipitation in the form of rain that we're getting. So we got some rain yesterday. Those have all been calculated in. No major concerns. We're looking at the long-term forecast right now. We're not seeing any rain. We're seeing warmer weathers. So hopefully it'll allow the snow to melt and flow through the system. Where we run into problems is when we get unexpected or large amounts of rain and warmer overnight temperatures, so the snow continues to melt and never freezes. Right now we're not seeing that. We think you'll still see some minor localized flooding as we do every year, but we're not predicting any major problems at this time.